Well, hey everyone, it's HeapCVA. How you doing? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Into the Flames. Yep, we're coming back. They put out 2 builds, not just patches, but full-on updates, 25 and 2.5 and 2.5A. And then another B. There's a huge list here I recommend you check out. And I can tell you from me playing a little bit earlier that there's some things that are kind of interesting, to be honest with you. You know, you gotta love a game that's always changing. This is what happened with another game that I just did a video on when there was like an update every day. I believed that it required a video just about every day because I think most of us were just hoping for something neat, cool, some kind of action, maybe squirt water. That was one of the big things. I got to tell you, he's hit it out of the park as far as, and I know this is a few months old, but I don't think at 5 months or 6 months or 8 months, we were squirting a whole lot of water in the game. I could be wrong. It's just what I feel was where we were in that particular game. Now, saying that, there was a tremendous amount of detail, the things that you're able to do, but still, a lot of people just wanted to squirt water. That just driving around with the fire engine wasn't enough for a lot of people. And in this game, they've definitely fixed that problem because from the moment that I downloaded it, I was going to calls and squirting water right away, knowing that it had some age on it. I don't think it's a year old yet, but for an early access game, this was really getting with the program. So let's go to Station 2. Teleport over there. Wait for everything to load. Because, you know, when you leave one area and go to another, like I said. I'd like to know what that thing is there. Is it like the obelisk? Obelisk? However you pronounce that word. It's taking a little bit of time to load. Because we definitely... There we go. So we got an incident already. I didn't want to push that button. Let's see what's on CAD. Structure fire on Lake Drive. So that's fine. That is the lake houses. Theoretically, I could do this. Because it's a little further to drive from here. I could change myself to here. Hopefully I can teleport to the station. And I can operate from here. And when it's working, the benefit of that is that theoretically you can do what you got to do in a given jurisdiction for the station. If you were sort of in your mind dividing area station to station. There should be a hydrant here somewhere. There it is right in front of it. So no, we'll quickly knock this thing out. What I'm kind of curious of is what of the things else that he's doing. I'm learning how to make that hydrant wrench. work when I carry both. Remove all. Get HeapCVA out. Back. Hand tools. Halligan. Let's just see if I need to pop this door. Obviously I do. That didn't take long. We're back here. Here are the Halligan. Get a hose. And mask up. And I had been playing this game a little bit and figured out if you want to see some of the other vehicles, I'm guessing you have to make room for them, if you know what I mean. Let's say at Station 2 you have your engine. That's engine 2, I believe. And you have the heavy rescue. You can despawn those, and then it seems to me that suddenly the list responds to your whim, so to speak. And if you want the little fire engine, which is engine 1, you can get that. You can get the special ops rig, and it will show up in your driveway. And one of the things that you can spawn as soon as we get this fire put out and get everything back to where it needs to go, put the fire out already. Sometimes it actually resets itself before I even get the fan. Notice the door is shut, the glass is okay, it's already finished. So let's see what's going on CAD. Residential fire, I'm going to end that one. Just cuss. So, we have, do the remove all, exit. Now, I should be able to, if you look at fire stations, you have a truck 1 and a truck 2. They are semi-assigned. So if I teleport to truck 1, notice I'm on the ladder truck. I'm actually in the passenger. So if I tab and go to truck 2, I'm back here. Why does that make any difference, and why would I do that? Well, when you want to remove a truck, now I know which one it is, and it may not do it because the line is still connected, but that's how I figured out which is which, because there's no names. And so it's not too terrible. It doesn't require a lot of thinking, but I was just trying to make it easier on myself because I'm kind of playing by myself. I wonder if now, because we're not connected, if I can despawn the engine. And there it goes. So there's that. Fire stations, I gotta be up here. Should be able to just test. Teleport. That's what I was trying to say. Nothing on CAD right now. So now we're up here. Had a lot of fires over here in these storage facility. A lot. So let's do this. Now we're at Station 2. I can teleport truck 1, and notice that is the rescue. That's exactly what I wanted to know. So if I did this, it's gone. It'll come back. I just have to respawn it. But what I wanted to show you is this. This is the new ladder truck. Looks to me like kind of a semi-Ferrara type cab. They both function exactly alike. So if you're into that kind of thing, it's just a little bit different look, but how it acts is pretty much identical as far as I can tell. Off camera and playing the game, I had the fire at the port in the warehouse. It's much larger than you think it is. I didn't even know and didn't even pay attention. The building is 2-story. And in my version of the fire, I had fire on both floors. And at the 17 or 18 minute mark, just trying to figure out how long it takes for one person to do everything and put the fire out, I hadn't gotten very far. So there is that. So anyway, let's force a call in CAD. All right. So theoretically, you're going to dispatch yourself to that. Get out of here. I am going to see where this okay, it got me here. So this is exactly what I want to do, is remove truck 1. Exit. Fire stations. Station 2. Spawn a truck. And I'm going to spawn this one. And notice I get the little guy. And I'm thinking, this looks like a nice kind of grass rig, wildland commercial rig. Does it drive great? Nah. So, but it has all the equipment everything else does. I'm having a heck of a time driving it. My keys are a little too sensitive. Probably driving a wee bit fast anyway. I have learned that the hard way. I've rolled this thing too. I've rolled a lot of things today. Even in Emerge NYC, I was trying to decide which one was going to get time today. And on 111 truck, I rolled that bad boy just turning the corner. I'm not really sure I hit anything. I wasn't going that fast. Didn't hit the curb. You kind of drive through the cars. I usually don't worry about that as much anymore. And I flipped that thing right over. So you got to despawn it, respawn it again. Not the end of the world. It's just weird. So we're coming up on the prison. I appreciate that they provided me a talk about dropping frame rates. Wow. That's the first time I've experienced that to that extent. And I think it's because the prison was spawning in. Is you think, why are you getting a hydrant? Because this isn't as easy a fire as you think it is to put out. It takes as long as any structural fire. And in this game, you should be wearing that. Trust me. Trust me, trust me, trust me. But I want to have all the water I need to deal with this. Because if I just start getting close enough to the fire, I can start making the red bar go down. Now, I can pretty much guess that it's probably hard to program the progression of a wildland fire because it's unpredictable in real life. I can just imagine what the computer wants to do to it. But it does actually spread laterally if you're patient enough. And it will get out ahead of you if you just kind of stand and watch it. So maybe he's made a few changes as far as the wildland goes. I don't know whereabouts this is supposed to be. Is this the coast of the West Coast? Is it the East Coast? Is that, the Great Lakes? What exactly is that? You can't go by black turnouts and leather helmets anymore because California's sort of caught up with that. See, as the smoke starts to get in your character, you should mask up. I'm kind of curious where it is, because if it's on the East Coast, I could understand that the firefighter is still in his structural protective clothing, because that's not uncommon. In my neck of the woods, you would be in some a outfit put together for wildland fires. Now this is just a little brush fire, no big deal. So having him change into a different PPE may not make any difference. Like I said, this would be a great fire for a small diameter hose line, like on a reel, to chase these smaller fires, so that you're not always pulling the same line over and over again, because that's realistic. I guess I'm going all the way to the prison with this fire. It just keeps running away from me. Got it. It was burned for a second, and it's already rehabilitated itself, which is good for the environment. Anywho, you can do the E here. Remove all hand tools, my hydrant tool. It doesn't want to let me pocket the wrench, which is okay, as long as it lets me turn the... That's all I wanted there. Yeah, it's not letting me pocket it, which probably will not let me disconnect it. Okay, no biggie. We'll put this back in the cabinet. Maybe I've been collecting hydrant wrenches and don't even know it. So I removed everything. I shouldn't be carrying anything. I know there's a pending alarm waiting for us. That's okay. So here we are. Let's look at CAD. So another brush fire. We must be in wildland fire season. So I'm going to dispatch and end that call. And what I'm going to do is we need to find out. I'm just going to try removing this unit here. That's exactly what I was hoping it would do. And here we are at station 1 again. So as far as alarms and stuff go, he's just building on the existing. I haven't seen a little bit of everything. I'm not going to the prison again. I've seen that one. So there's a car fire, which is just down the road here. So we'll use this nice fire engine here. We'll go this way. Should be right over here with all these other vehicles. So let's just do this down and dirty with the line. Now where I come from, and I'm sure it's the same for some of you, we wear our masks when we do car fires. Although I will have to admit, when I was, my hose is doing something very interesting right now. When I started out, we didn't wear those on car fires. So that kind of gives me away a little bit as far as how long I've been around, just physically, not in the fire service per se. I think we got it. All right. Like I said, must be a lot of pressure on that hose line. It won't even sit down. Normally I can follow the hose back if I do this, and it will collect it all. I mean, it's not like I do that a lot, but it is possible to put all the hose away and see where the kinks and stuff are. All right. So remove all again, and we're pretty much done. We did use almost all the water in our water tank. So I know how to fix that. Just like in the good old days, huh? This shouldn't take too long, I hope. Must have been pushing the wrong button. We'll watch the lights on the panel. This is probably the first time I've seen this because I rarely do this without connecting to the hydrant. What do I do here? Tools, hydrant wrench. And now we have water again. So I was kind of hoping we'd see hazardous material. Probably should do this one, huh? So, all right. What I'm going to do is drive this over here. Malware, go away. It gets stuck on that fender every time. We're going to run over here real quick and get... I've never done a hazardous materials incident here. Got no idea what it looks like. But we should be able to, from this station, spawn a truck And there it is. So now we can go find out what this thing is. And, you know, what I'm going to do real quick is hang on for a second. And when I get over there, I'll just cut a little bit of driving time out. Then we'll get started. Okay, this is not the kind of thing you want to run into in your life. I don't know if it's moving on me, but we should be able to come into this. I don't know what we need for tools. Just give me hand tools, back, special ops, back. So I guess it's just this. It's come in as a leaking drum. Not really sure what the whole thing is about it. He really doesn't want to show you his face. There it is right there. Barely can see it. So somewhere in here is a barrel. And I'm wondering if we need the special ops unit. I don't know. Like I said, I don't have any idea how this incident is going to kind of play out. I'm going to run just to hurry up just a little bit. And what I'm trying to do is get an idea of the perimeter. I can see, I think I saw the barrel in the dead center. I probably shouldn't use that term, because it is a hazardous material. Hopefully, as we wander through this nastiness. Okay, so what are we doing with it? Are we just spreading the green goo further? Is there only one? Yeah, I wonder what else do you do to this incident? Because all I've succeeded in doing is theoretically making this worse, which is not a good thing. And now I'm glowing green, which probably isn't a good idea either. I didn't see any tools. Like I said, look at me. Look at me glow. Not probably the best thing that ever happened. I'm going to decon myself. And at least I'm not glowing anymore. What other tools are available to me? There's equipment. Just a gas meter. I really don't need that. There's hazmat suit back. Roof ops, nothing out of there. Hand tools. It would be really cool if I had... I want to take the special ops and suit off. I would need to see if I can get to the station. Okay. What I need to do is spawn special ops. And where might that have gone? Because it definitely didn't come here. So if I go to there, it didn't give it to me. So that isn't any fun. So let's go to Fire Station 3. Teleport. Notice I don't have the pumper, so maybe I have the space to spawn the special ops truck. There it is right there. So what's this got on it that the other guy doesn't? Special ops. Same o. Equipment. Special ops. Not much going on, guys. So let's just teleport to truck. That's not what I wanted. I guess that's truck 2. Nope. Oh yeah. I'm still saying I'm at station 3. Fire station. Now, truck 1. Here we are. Dirt, 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 dirt. Anyway, I wonder. Let's do this. Exit. Equipment. Fan. Let's just blow it into the ocean. What do you think? Let's walk through the tunnel of love. And like I said, I'm kind of wondering what exactly is going to happen. In a real hazard incident, which this is not, you wouldn't wash it down because that just sends the contaminants everywhere. You would want to contain and then take the barrel and plug the leak. And I didn't see that as one of the options to do. And maybe I'm overthinking it, but so far all I can do is wash myself off, and it's not going to let me put the fan down. So the only thing I can think of, and it can't run, this is as fast as I can go, unfortunately, is pick up the barrel and decon us both. I'll move the decon tenant a little closer and we'll see what happens. This could take forever though. And I'm already right at the mark that I usually try not to go over. But this is the first hazardous materials incident that I've seen. And so I was definitely curious about what exactly you were going to get to do and how you were going to mitigate, which is the term you should be using, this incident so that it stays where it's at. So we walked through there and got all cleaned off. So all I'm going to do, I guess, is remove that. I'm going to take this and move it down a ways. Actually, I can run now. We're about halfway. This is good. And I'm going to go get the barrel and see if that subsidizes or mitigates. Sorry, wrong word. Because otherwise, I'm just like the pesticide truck. I'm just spreading gunk everywhere I go. Now we've contaminated my little tent here, I guess. Yeah, that's not doing it either. Ah, perfect. Can we shake it? Just put it down. It definitely won't let me put it down. It will let me put it down there. I want to see if it leaks anymore. Yes. And it's all over me as a result. I'll wash myself off. So, that being said, let's cut it here. I'll find out how to deal with the hazardous materials incident so that I don't look foolish the next time. So, thanks again for coming by my channel. I really appreciate it. Please leave me comments down below. Thumbs up if you like the video. If you don't give me a thumbs up, tell me why you gave me a thumbs down. If you guys got anything you'd like to see when it is or as we're talking about this game or any of the games that I post on my channel, just let me know. So, comment, like, subscribe. You guys have a great week. Wish I could talk. I apologize. And we'll bump into each other later. Take care.